Let me take you back to a story that rocked the world of true crime and military advocacy, one that proves not everything is as it seems, even when it's wrapped in the American flag. Sharon Toni Finch, 45 years old, a U.S. Army veteran, and for years, a celebrated advocate for homeless veterans. She ran the Yerrick Israel Tony Foundation, supposedly helping those who'd served our country and fallen on hard times. But behind the scenes, Sharon was weaving a web of lies that fooled donors, politicians, and nearly the entire state of New York. So what did she do? Well, let's get straight into it. For years, Sharon claimed she was a Purple Heart recipient, wounded in a convoy ambush in Iraq. She told this story to donors, used it to solicit funds, and even got herself recognized by the National Purple Heart Hall of Honor. The only problem? It wasn't true. Official Army records show Sharon did serve from 2006 to 2015. She deployed twice to Iraq, earned nearly 20 legitimate awards. Yes, she was a real soldier. But there was no Purple Heart, no record of combat injuries. That tale of heroism, completely made up. And the fraud didn't stop there. Through her nonprofit, Sharon promised every donated dollar would help homeless vets. Instead, she used the cash for luxury cars, fancy dinners, bar tabs, and gym memberships. Over $84,000 meant for veterans, gone to feed her own lifestyle. But it gets even wilder. In May 2023, Sharon was the source for a viral story claiming homeless veterans were evicted from hotels in the Hudson Valley to make room for migrants. The story exploded in the media. But soon, the truth came out. Sharon had recruited men from a local homeless shelter to pose as the displaced vets. The whole thing was a hoax. The fallout was swift. The state Senate stripped her of a Women of Distinction award just a week after giving it to her. The New York Attorney General started digging into her foundation. And eventually, federal prosecutors stepped in. By March 2025, Sharon pleaded guilty to wire fraud and stealing valor, those false claims about her military service. On October 1, 2025, she was sentenced to a year and a day in federal prison, ordered to pay back the money, and slapped with 3 years of supervised release. In a letter to the judge, Sharon apologized and said she's getting therapy. She handed over her nonprofit to her mother to shut it down. So, what's the lesson here? Sometimes the people who shout the loudest about helping others are hiding the darkest secrets. If you're moved to donate to a cause, always do your homework. True heroes deserve our support, and our trust is worth protecting.